Hey there, folks. Picture this: a sleepy little town, dust kicking up on empty streets. And then, out of nowhere, the ground shakes with the growl of motorcycle engines, loud enough to rattle your bones. In Mill Creek, Ohio, people are peeking through their curtains, hearts pounding, as a pack of leather-clad bikers, the Iron Reapers, no less, circle a rundown garage at the edge of town. Inside, a guy named Tom Harper, just a regular dad, stands frozen, grease on his hands, wondering how his life got to this moment, all because he couldn't say no to a kid in need. Let me take you back to where it all started. Tom's a single dad, raising his 8-year-old daughter, Emma, in a beat-up trailer that's seen better days. His wife walked out years ago, leaving him with a kid, a pile of bills, and a heart full of grit. He's the guy you see walking Emma to school, his flannel shirt patched with duct tape, her little hands swinging in his, both of them ignoring the side eye from the PTA moms. Tom doesn't have a real job, just fixes stuff, mostly kids' bikes, for free. See, to him, a bike isn't just a bike, it's a ticket to freedom for kids who've got nothing else. He'd watch Emma stare at other kids zooming by on shiny new Schwinns, her sneakers worn thin, and it'd break his heart. He couldn't afford to buy her one, and that ate at him, deeper than the hunger in his stomach. One chilly fall evening, Emma's sitting on their sagging porch, her knees tucked up, watching kids ride by. She looks at Tom, her big eyes soft but sharp, and whispers, "Dad, how come I don't have a bike?" That question hits him like a punch. He kneels down, brushes her hair back, and says, "Baby girl, I'm gonna build you one, the best damn bike this town's ever seen." That night, while Emma's asleep, Tom's out back, digging through scrap heaps, rusted frames, busted pedals, chains that haven't moved in years. His hands are bleeding, his breath fogging in the cold, but by dawn, he's got something that kinda looks like a bike. It's a mess, chipped paint, wobbly wheels, but when Emma sees it, her face lights up like a firework. She rides it in circles, laughing, and Tom mutters to himself, "If I can do this for her, I can keep going." Word gets around. At first, it's just a neighbor, Mrs. Carter, asking if Tom can fix her son's busted chain. Then another dad shows up, sheepish, with a bike that's more rust than metal. Tom never turns them away. Soon, his yard's a junkyard of spokes and tires, kids hanging around, watching him work. He shows Em how to tighten a bolt, oil a chain, and their giggles fill the air like music. Emma's right there, passing him tools, proud as hell to be her dad's helper. But not everyone's thrilled. There's this guy, Ray Cutler, who owns the fancy bike shop downtown, Cutler's Cycles, all chrome and price tags. One day, he rolls up in his polished F-150, leans out the window, and sneers, "You're killing my business, Harper, giving this crap away for free." Tom just wipes his hands on a rag, calm as can be, and says, "Kids need to ride, Ray. Ain't about your bottom line." Ray's face twists. "You'll pay for this, you bleeding heart nobody." He spits, peeling out, leaving dust and a bad vibe. He wasn't kidding. A week later, Tom and Emma come home to find their yard trashed, bikes smashed, frames bent, Emma's little bike gone. She's sobbing, clinging to him, and Tom's on his knees, staring at the wreckage, feeling like the world's telling him to stay small. Neighbors peek out, but nobody says a word. It's gotta be Ray or someone he paid, but Tom's got no proof. He's shaking, not with anger, but with that heavy, helpless ache of being powerless. Emma hugs him tight and whispers, "Don't give up, Dad. Please." Her voice is like a lifeline, so he doesn't. He's back at it the next day, scavenging junkyards, piecing things together, one rusty bolt at a time. Then, one afternoon, the air shakes with a low rumble. Tom's tightening a screw when he looks up and sees them, the Iron Reapers, motorcycles gleaming, pulling up to his trailer. The whole street goes quiet, doors slamming shut, curtains twitching. Emma's pressed against his leg, scared. The leader, a guy named Jack, grizzled, gray streaking his beard, steps forward, eyes scanning the pile of bikes. Tom's heart's in his throat. He's heard the stories, bar fights, rumors of worse. Jack crouches down to Emma, his leather creaking, and says, soft as anything, "Your dad make these bikes for you, kid?" Emma nods, barely breathing, and says, "He makes em for everybody, even if they can't pay." Jack looks at Tom, hard, and asks, "Why?" Tom swallows, voice steady but quiet. "'Cause kids deserve to ride. Man, sometimes wheels are all they got to feel free. There's a long pause, just engines purring. Then Jack chuckles, low and rough. Not many guys think like that, Harper. Next day, the Reapers are back, but this time, they're hauling kids' bikes, old, busted ones, pulled from who knows where. Jack barks, "Fix him. We'll watch." Tom's nervous, hands shaky, but he gets to work, showing Emma how to hold a wheel steady. The bikers watch, silent at first, but then they're leaning in, asking questions, like they're seeing something new. When a kid pedals off on the first fixed bike, grinning ear to ear, one of the Reapers, a guy with a scar across his cheek, actually smiles. Jack nods at Tom, just once, and they ride off. Emma whispers, "Dad, you think they liked it?" Tom doesn't know, but he feels something shift. Weeks go by, and the Reapers keep coming, dropping off more bikes. Kids start flocking to Tom's trailer, waiting for their turn to ride. The town splits. Some folks whisper about those criminals. Others see the kids' smiles and start to wonder. One night, Jack stays late, watching Emma zip around on a bike Tom painted bright red. He turns to Tom, voice low. "My old man was like you, worked with his hands, gave me my first ride. Didn't have much, but he had heart." Tom's stunned. This guy, who looks like he could break a man in half, is opening up. "You're doing something real here, Harper," Jack says. "Kids matter. You matter." But trouble's brewing. Ray Cutler's back, storming into Tom's yard, face red as a stoplight. "You think you're some kind of hero, huh? You and your biker pals ruining my shop," he yells, loud enough for the whole street to hear. Tom stays calm, says, "I didn't ask for them, Ray. I just fix bikes." Ray steps closer, voice dripping venom. "You're gonna crash and burn, Harper. These thugs'll turn on you." Before Tom can answer, the air roars. The Reapers roll in, bikes circling Ray like wolves. Jack steps off his Harley, voice cold. "This man's giving kids a chance. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with us?" Ray's face goes white. He mumbles something and bolts, tires squealing. Tom's caught in the middle, not sure if he's safe or screwed. Then comes the game changer. One rainy morning, Tom wakes up to find his yard overflowing bikes, sure, but also boxes of new chains, tools, cans of paint. The Reapers brought it all. Jack grins, rain dripping off his beard. "You're not alone anymore, Harper. Every kid in this town's gonna ride." Tom looks at Emma, her eyes wide with wonder, and something in him cracks open. Hope, maybe, or belonging. That day, bikers and Tom work side by side, grease on their hands, laughing like old friends. By sundown, a row of shiny bikes is ready, and kids are riding like they own the world. Mill Creek's changing parents, who used to cross the street to avoid Tom, are now thanking him, some even hugging the Reapers. But it's not all smooth. Cops show up one day, lights flashing, eyeing the bikes out front. "We got complaints, Harper," one officer says, "all business. Folks say you're running with a gang." Emma's clinging to Tom, terrified. He stammers, "They just bring bikes for kids, that's it." The cop smirks, skeptical, but Jack steps in, hands up. "We ain't hiding, officer. Come Saturday, see for yourself, watch the kids ride." The cops leave, but Tom feels the weight. One wrong move, and it's over. That Saturday, the Reapers line up their bikes, not to scare anyone, but to stand with Tom. Kids swarm in, picking out bikes, laughing so loud it echoes. The cops are back, watching. A little girl with messy braids rides by, giggling like crazy, and one officer's face softens. Tom's in the middle of it, grease on his cheeks, Emma at his side, and he feels alive. The Reapers, the kids, even the town, they're building something bigger than bikes. The real test comes late one night. A kid bangs on Tom's door, crying his sister's bike, her only way to school, got stolen. Tom grabs a flashlight, ready to search, but Emma begs him not to go alone. Before he can answer, engines roar. The Reapers are there, headlights cutting through the rain. Jack rides up. "No kid loses what you gave him, Harper. Not on our watch." They find the bike in an alley, and when they return it, the girl's smile is brighter than the storm. Tom looks at Jack, at the Reapers, and realizes this isn't just about bikes anymore, it's family. On Emma's 9th birthday, Tom wants to make it special. With Jack's help, he builds her a gleaming blue bike, ribbons streaming from the handlebars. The Reapers roll out, escorting Emma through town, her laughter leading the way. People line the streets, jaws dropped. A little girl and a pack of bikers, unstoppable. Tom jogs behind, grinning, his heart full. That night, Jack sits with him on the porch, stars bright above. "You gave her wings, Harper," he says, voice rough but warm. "And you gave us something we forgot we had a reason to care." Time passes, and the Saturdays keep going. Kids ride, parents cry, and the Reapers are there, steady as ever. But not everyone's on board. A city councilman tries to shut it down, calling the Reapers a danger. At the town meeting, Tom's ready to shrink. But then parents stand up, moms and dads who once judged him. "Our kids are happy because of Tom," one says. "Because of them," another adds, pointing to the Reapers. The vote fails, and Tom feels that kindness is louder than fear. Years later, Mill Creek's different. Tom's still in his trailer, still patched up, but his yard's a beacon. Kids ride free, and the Reapers, once feared, are family. Emma's growing up, her bike's still her pride, and she whispers to Tom one night, "You didn't just fix bikes, Dad. You fixed us." He holds her close, tears in his eyes, knowing she's right. He was never rich, never powerful, but he gave kids freedom, gave outcasts purpose, and somehow, that was enough. So what do you think? Is Tom a fool for trusting the Reapers? Or is he a hero for seeing past their scars? Drop a comment, tell me where you're watching from, and what you do in a town torn between fear and hope. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss another story. 'Cause sometimes, the smallest spark of good can light up a whole damn world.